So human beings are, you know, dictated by how the world sees them. You know, we are controlled by other people's opinions, and that's a problem because that's stopping us from being or achieving, our fullest potential, I think. Now, when I say potential, I don't mean like, oh, like the smartest man in the world or like superpowers, like garbage stuff like that. No, I mean like, being who you truly are, performing to the fullest of your capabilities. And yeah, I guess being the smartest person in the world is part of it, but being yourself to the fullest is what I mean. You know, we are prevented from being our true selves because of other people's opinions of us, and that's it's a big problem. I mean, humans are social beings, so so how other people view us is, it's a typical human, I guess, behavior. And the question is, imagine if you weren't, as an individual, if you weren't constrained by people's opinions of you. Imagine if you didn't care what other people said about you. Imagine what kind of beast, what kind of monster you would become. Like, think of the things you could achieve. Think of the person you would be. Think of who you would be in life right now. Just think, man. Like, there's unlimited, limited possibilities. So that's why there's a saying, what nothing is impossible. It's because of that. Nothing is impossible, and I believe that's true. Nothing is impossible, but what makes things seem like they're impossible, that's unachievable, we what makes our big dreams far-fetched and not easy or impossible to obtain is because we are influenced by how other people, you know, think of us. We care too much about other people. Oh man, okay, what if for example, what if I post a video on the internet and my friends are gonna see it? My, people I went to school with, my this girl, man, I have a crush on. What if they, it's a joke and they're gonna laugh at me? What if I embarrass myself? All this garbage, man. Imagine if you had the ability. I mean, you do have the ability. Imagine if you didn't care. If you didn't care about what other people thought of you, what other people said about you. I mean, even now, I can be. There's so many things I can do right now in this video. That if I didn't care about other people's opinions, I would do, right? For example, I can, I don't know, man. Maybe I could speak louder than this. I could shout. I can do whatever I want, but that's the problem again. Not caring about, other people's opinions is it's fine. There's a lot of benefits for doing that, but that doesn't mean you have to be like like a bad guy or you know respectful, that doesn't mean you have to abandon your respect for other people's opinions. That doesn't mean you have to abandon your morals and ethics, or things like that, important stuff. Just because you don't care about other people doesn't mean you shouldn't respect them. No. So yeah, that's the bad side. I talked about this on the other video. I'm not sure which one, but I talked about this. That's the bad side of being absolutely free. It's because that's basically what it is. It's freedom. Not caring about anyone or anything at all. It's freedom. But you have to have rules. You have to have boundaries. Morals. Important stuff. You have to like think about this stuff. Don't just do, oh, I'm free. That's that's crazy. That's insane. But so yeah, I guess that's the bad side about achieving absolute freedom. That's the bad side of being free. You know, is that you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, with whoever you want, to whatever you want to do it to. But I don't know, man. Like whatever. So yeah, that's the bad side. You just you are uncontrollable. You are. It's bad, man. It's bad. So yeah, but yeah, imagine if you didn't care about other people's opinions of you, if you lived your life to the fullest potential. you know if you became who you truly are. But what what's the word? It's, imagine if you lived your life being who you truly are, while keeping abreast with your with good morals, good, while having good boundaries, while having good ethics, stuff like that. you know you are free, but you do everything, you are respectful, you are a good person, yeah, all the stuff. Imagine the kind of life you would live. I'm not sure if you understood what I was trying to say, but I believe you did. So yeah, it's one of those um, it's one of those versions we see of ourselves in our heads. you know the people we want to be, the people we dream about being. Another side of you, another version of you from a different reality or multiverse, a different universe, if there is such a thing. I mean, the multiverse and everything. It's do I believe in the multiverse? uh, uh yeah, it's scientists, some scientists, I don't know which ones, but I heard this in the past. They say, when you dream, that you are just peeking through a different version of you's reality. Your dreams are what your other version of yourself is. It's their reality. So I'm not it's I mean, it's just we human, man. We humans, man. We think whatever we want to think. Our minds are, our brains are filled with imagination. So it sounds interesting. It sounds uh you know it's okay, it's understandable, but it's dreams can mean different things, man. Dreams can, for example, if you dream about your the kind of person you want to become, a dream can be can mean this version of you is, I guess, the life that this version of you inside the dream is living. Can be achievable if you do X, Y, and Z. If you get up early, hit the gym, make some money, boom, boom, all this stuff. If you work hard, yeah. So dreams can be seen as a different reality, you know, a different universe. Dreams can be seen as the future. Dreams can be seen as the past. You like reincarnation, well, incarnate, reincarnation, reincarnation. Yeah, is that the word? I'm not sure. Yeah, reincarnation. Yeah, I think yeah, that's the word, right? Yeah, you know, you, the version of yourself in the past, or something like that. Some like ancestor. It's not ancestor, but your past life, bruv. My God, ancestor, your past life. Yeah. So dreams can, be your past life, can be your a different version of you from a different universe, can be your future self, can be what? Yeah, and other things. I'm not sure what, but some other stuff. So yeah, dreams can, they can mean different things. It's just our minds playing, these imaginary ideas, you know, of our dreams. But yeah, anyways, I hope you're doing good, by the way. And, I'm cool. I'm always good. Question I have for you: have you ever asked someone, how they were doing? You're greeting someone, hi, how you doing? Have they ever said, I'm not doing well? Unless it's your friend, it's your close friend, or someone you know very closely. But like, like, let's say you were walking in the streets, boom, boom, and you come across someone and you greet them, or yeah, and you greet them and you ask them how they are doing. Have they ever said, I'm actually not doing well? Have they ever, like, it's some of the things I think about when I'm alone. I just think, okay, this guy or this woman said they are doing good, but are they really? You know, I mean, we all have, challenges in our lives, and we are we are not always happy. We're not always in the best mood. So, but yeah, it's part of humanity. We don't want to burden other people with our you know burdens. With our, yeah. So we just say, we're good. We're good, no problem. We don't want to burden other people with our problems. So we all is good. But anyways, I'm good, man. Hope you're doing good, man, women. Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, talk to you tomorrow. Peace.